wrong.
Oh yeah, it is mutating injection disease.
Yeah, there we go. So basically, it's kind of like, it's pretty simple. It's like you get the Geddon bomb, you've just got to run to the right point. But for this, you just get dispelled, and then you just rejoin the fight. So I mean, this is pretty much as simple as it gets, really. You just got to pay attention. If you get the debuff, run to the right spot, wait a bit, done.
Dispel me.
Is there a reason why the boss is being kited around? Because wouldn't it be easy to have the boss?
See,
Because the poison puddles.
See these little.
The poison puddles. So we wouldn't kite it around this quick. I would actually wait till the poison puddles have grown a bit, and then as soon as he drops one, then I'd move him a little bit more. So I'd stand here, I'd wait for the next poison cloud. Someone would say, and the next poison cloud gets dropped, and then I'd move them again.
See how they start off really small, and if you look on the other side, they've got really fucking big. They just will scroll out and get bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger.
Eventually they disappear though.
Yeah.
Who's got group, sorry?
It'll also drop one on a random person, and that person will need to go near another cloud and drop it there. That's right. Is that how it works?
Yeah, it's all about the fast clouds, and there's not much else to it. The only other thing is, just if the boss turns around and does his frontal cone on the whole raid, instead of spawning one of those ads, it'll spawn one for every person it hits. So you literally just can't have the boss turned around for any of those.
Now,
what's that, sorry?
Now the hardest raid boss.
Yeah, don't go through the
Report everyone to us here.
Yeah, just give us a second. Yeah, just getting the latecomers in.
You put my speed to 0.5.
Oh, I did. I'm lying. But it didn't work.
That sounds awful.
Oh, I didn't even need to put fast mode on Lush. She did it all herself. Neg, once you're up here, are you able to just port everyone?
Might as well, hey. Been trying to get them one at a time so I can put God mode on as they come in.
Oh, I've already got them. I'm on the fire.
We're at 7:30 now, so maybe we just want to get the rest of these killed and start working on the ones we want to.
Oh, I can.
Yeah. Okay, let's just run through the portal, the thing. So the only thing I'd say on this boss is be a little bit careful if you start throwing hots as we go through. The boss pulls kind of before you think he pulls, so you just got to be a little careful not to do too much healing before.
Oh, we got 3 glues.
Oh yeah, might as well have 3.
Does that apply to totems?
Would I'd say. Basically just, everything. Here, I'll kill 2 of these. There's 2 dead. So this boss does a couple of interesting mechanics. The main one is watch for some little skeletons that are going to start spawning, although they might not spawn. I think they didn't spawn when we did it last time, because there's so many versions of them.
They spawn on the grates, eh?
Yeah, so you can see those grates around the room. They'll spawn little skeletons. Oh yeah, they're spawning. They have to be kited by mages. Mages are going to have to use like Cone of Cold, Frost Nova, all that kind of stuff. And just keep them held there, because you can't do anything to them. They've got too much health. And then eventually he's going to do something called a Decimate. I don't know when he's going to do it.
I think it's after 2 minutes, I'm pretty sure.
Oh, is it that long?
I'm not sure. I could be mistaken.
Do we want to hasn't done it yet to pick them up before the mages get them?
What's that, sorry?
Do we have like an OT on the grates to pick them up before the mages get them?
No, well, the OT would end up taking a stacking debuff that increases the physical damage they take, so they're just not tankable. I mean, you could get someone to maybe like taunt them if they're too close to a healer, but basically no, not really. So the other main thing is the sphere. Everyone who's ranged can avoid it, all the melee can't. But I believe you might be able to line of sight it, so if we tank him in the right spot, we may be able to just get people to duck around the corner. And then occasionally he's going to do something called a Decimate, where everybody's health will drop to just basically nothing. You got to heal up the main tank, and that's when you kill all of the ads, because they'll stop aggroing to the mages and they'll all just charge the boss. But it seems like it might be bugged. I don't think he's going to do it.
No, Decimate's in 1 minute 30.
Oh, okay. It just takes a long time. So this might be a fight that if we can actually kill it before the first Decimate happens, it might actually be quite handy. But
Yeah, every time one of those things hits you on this one, it gives you
A stacking
plus
debuff.
100 damage basically debuff.
It's they're just not tankable. I mean, we may as well quickly, and then the main thing is we're going to need tremor totems down because the fear comes out too frequently to be able to berserker rage it every time. But we have to just do a tank swap as well because of he does a stacking debuff which is up to 6 on me now, which reduces healing taken by 60%.
Is he Tauntal?
You could try, but because he fears, you can basically bounce him between the two simply by one person resisting the fear and one person not. So we might...
Doesn't look like it.
Not tauntable? No, he's probably not. Would make it too easy, I suspect.
Can I grab a summon, please?
Did you get it, Moose?
Decimating 27.
Yeah, I'm good.
Getting crit for 17k. Hell yeah.
So are any of the mages having a chance to kite any of the things?
Yeah, I'm trying.
Oh,
Nice. They hit too hard. But
oh well, I mean that's the thing. Like you
Yeah.
literally, they can't hit you. That's yeah.
the problem
It's not that
was
hard. It's just like the demons in DME. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'd
gotta
need
keep a
frost,
distance.
frost traps probably down from the hunters to help out. Probably earthbind totems would help. And then the final thing is, just frost novas, cone of colds, but doing it in a way that you don't get into melee range, basically.
Do we need
Yeah.
to make an assignment for the shamans to spread out their earth by totems?
Yeah, we probably will.
Yeah,
The
maybe
I
problem-
think as long
problem
as
is-
the mages get it right,
the
it'll
problem
be
with
fine.
getting initial.
I don't think.
initial aggro.
Yeah. I think it should be like with hunter traps down as well. It probably shouldn't be too much of a concern. I know you can't lay them in combat, but
You could have other mages doing like rank 1 frostbolt so it doesn't pull aggro off the main mage.
Don't need
Yeah.
to overcomplicate it, just kite them. I think.
yeah,
is the
yeah,
plan.
pretty much. Like most mages have been like farming their mage as well, so it shouldn't be too much of a.
The problem will just be getting it initially off healers.
Yeah, I mean they don't spawn too quickly from what I remember. So, and again, keep in mind that this is the private server, so they may spawn faster. We might actually be getting triple the spawns because we had 3 versions of them. Who knows?
Yeah.
But the videos I saw, at least from the PTR, they didn't. There wasn't a mage kiting like 40 of them like you seem to be doing right now.
Yeah.
And the other thing is, even if a healer gets aggro on them, as long as the mage is keeping them slowed and the healer's kind of keeping them grouped up, it's fine.
See this decimate in 10 seconds and then we'll move on.
So if you watch all the zombies, they're obviously chasing the mage right now. The other thing is you actually have to kite them at the back of the room because when decimate goes off, they're just going to lose aggro from the mage and go straight from the boss, but they'll have almost no health.
Yeah.
So-
it's not working.
Yeah, I think what's probably happened, it's bugged because we had 3 of them, but that's the general gist. Let's just kill this guy, fucking.
And if they hit him, they heal him, right? That's like
Yeah,
the go?
5% for each one.
Yeah, that's fucking huge. So we basically just want to like have everybody going over there and killing them before they reach him.
Yep.
Or have the mages finish him off.
So again, sappers will be the main thing. Just having, I mean, it's going to be hard to rely too much on the mages because they're going to probably be low mana from all of the kiting. But what are we up to now?
Save mana.
is-
You could let the mages have like a frost nova rotation or some shit when they like
Yeah,
collide
but-
with other groups.
Yeah, because that's part of the problem is that there's not just one group necessarily. There's probably going to be 2 or 3 groups of them.
Yeah.
Is it
Yeah,
worth?
right.
I mean, like, is it worth specking into Imp Blizzard for it, or like?
No,
Fuck no.
it's just no. Don't need to overcomplicate. Just kite them forehead. That's basically it.
Yeah, just asking.
Or it's
Uh,
cast as the physical right?
Probably
Real-
do lose a lot of damage if we're just kiting it the whole time, but I guess that's fine.
The boss will die really quick, especially if we have buffs.
Yeah.
It's got like 600k, right? So,
Yeah, exactly. I mean, we may not even see a decimate on that one. Alright, so this one's pretty simple. You get 2 tanks running, these 2 have to die at the same time, but every time they'll punt the tanks from one platform to the other, so it's basically the tank swap. It drops threat at that point, so you've just got to be aware of the timing. As soon as the thing's about to punt, stop DPS, wait for the tank swap to happen, then re-engage,
Don't let
and they
them
just
get
have to
away from
kill at the same time. We'd normally have melee all on the left and ranged all on the right. Can't
Okay,
remember
but
why.
Other
that
way
is.
around.
Oh, sorry, other way around.
Don't let them move away
So
from
if
the
you're melee, you should be
little
on the
lightning
right side.
probe either.
Sorry, what was that bit?
Don't let them move away from the lightning probe, like that little lightning
Yeah.
thing. If they go away from that, it hurts a lot.
Yeah. Also, as a tank, don't drag them to across to the wall, because see that sort of lowered thing up on the ceiling? They can punt you, so you hit your head on that, and then you don't get punted across, and it just completely scuffs it. So you just tank them exactly where they stand, because they also do it.
I was just about to port meme in.
Ah, sorry. Okay.
They like that.
Yeah. So keep them in range of the thing. Yada yada yada. You get swapped. Carry on. So the only thing is these two have to die at the same time, kind of like that ZG boss, whatever the fuck he is.
I've got
Tiger
one.
one.
So I'm just going to get this guy low, and then when I get swapped, I'll get the other guy low.
Can you please ensure that Mers is the only player without God mode? Thanks.
Oops, I killed it.
Oops. We're not going to bring him up now.
The trick is to jump, not to
We
walk.
jump.
Hardest boss in the instance.
And from last time, if I remember rightly, this guy never actually spawned properly, so I'm not sure if it's going to work.
Melee need to be at max melee range here.
Right.
Like super max
Danny.
melee range. He's got a really big hitbox. So everyone stack in the middle. Stack in the middle, yeah, on bit, and then it's negative left, positive right, and be at max melee range, and don't fuck it up, basically.
So,
Stack on top,
how long
stack
does
on
it
top.
normally take for him to? Okay.
Yeah.
Negative
we're-
left,
we're
positive
basically
right.
going to have a weak aura that's going to tell you. Once you get the debuff, it'll point basically stay still left or right.
And stack hard because you get a really good fucking damage buff off it.
So do we pass him if we change polarity? Do we pass him on the left side?
You've got like 5 seconds to move. You can just run through the middle.
Yeah, but
Well,
you're not going to both run through the middle, right? Like you're not going to have the positive.
It doesn't matter.
if you're quick enough, it doesn't matter. If you're too slow, it can matter. But you've got 5 seconds, so basically, the weak aura, by the looks of it, tells people exactly where to go. And
Can I suggest we because if you're fast enough, okay. But can I suggest we have sides? So if everybody passes the boss on their left hand, then you don't have people running into each other. That's what we did, and I think it saved us a few times.
Like have certain lanes for positives and negatives is what you're saying?
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, yeah.
Does that make sense? If everybody turns left, because you're facing him, right? So you're left.
I mean, I can see the benefit in that, but also at the same time, if you've got a 5-second leeway, it shouldn't matter at all. You know
we
what I
don't
mean?
we don't need to overtrain people and make it more complicated than it really
Yeah,
is.
yeah. That's
All right.
that's my worry. That's my worry is that like it's a
I
good
don't
point.
know. Necro, do you know if there's anything we can do? Because if we don't kill this guy, we can't spawn KT, can we?
That's easy.
Yeah.
Fuck, man, that was
Problem
quick.
solved. So we might use that tactic instead.
Oh, great juice.
What?
All right. So
What wing are we going to?
What wing are we going to next?
DK wing. Military wing.
Donkey Kong. Fuck, I didn't realize. I forgot he was in this game.
The teleporter's not working.
Click on
You
the
just
link.
have to click on the
Definitely
ring. It's
working.
kind of buggy.
Where it is.
Necro, do you just want to port everyone into the same spot?
I can't do it. I don't have a lead.
Oh, okay. There we go. Done. Do we have? I kind of feel like we need to just get to the bosses we're supposed to get to rather than talk through every single one.
Yeah, just let's go.
Jesus Christ, so much power of the Guardian.
I don't mind. I need all the help I can get.
All right, let's
What are we
just.
gonna do?
So what have we done? We've done Arachnid. We've done Abomination. We've got Military and Plague left to do.
Do these all pull normally, or do you just
Yeah.
want to? Yeah.
I
Okay.
don't think.
I think
all
Death Knight's the kill prior out of these.
Yeah.
How did I die?
What did you say to me, you little shit?
I think it's because
Nick killed you.
it's because you are gay.
Wow.
I think. Well, I mean, you said it right.
If you kill me, you are gay.
Oh, that's right.
Kill goes to me. Anyone care?
Can we get world buffs?
Imagine.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, with
It
God mode.
does. It really does.
Makes a huge difference.
I'm hitting for 200.
That's okay. We've got
alright.
someone here who's hitting for millions.
Yeah, I was gonna say, don't worry, I'm hitting for.
I was
100K, but-
white hitting for 10k without crits.
Yeah, fuck. I was doing 1k at the most.
Yeah, but I was level 70.
Well,
Oh, what?
that aura of agony is pretty interesting.
Yeah, it stacks.
Pretty sure that's why you don't chain pull these from memory.
From memory?
That's slow as obnoxious.
I was PTRing the other night.
Oh, okay.
I've seen these fought on the stairs in videos.
I mean, you'll probably pull them away from pull them one by one.
Yeah,
to safe spots.
Anywhere where there's petroleum packs, we're obviously just gonna
Oh
pull stuff
god!
right back.
And they death coil too. Oh good.
Yeah, so we'll need a couple of extra tanks because they'll occasionally go free. We're not going to go through this fight. Again, we just don't have time to go through every single fight. So
Is this the mind control fight?
it is.
Yes.
That's the point. Actually, do we want to? Oh, wait! Can we just maybe
Don't kill Reservius, just
give
10.
the priests a chance to quickly mind control one? Just get a feel for the controls.
Go on to my
So all the priests now, if you just want to. So basically, what we'll do is where I'm standing. Oh, okay. No, someone's pulled.
Oh,
Have a
So
look
I'm talking
where.
him here.
So where I'm
I
standing
think
is
I'm
where
pretty
you'd
sure
put-
I'm pretty sure you tank him here from memory.
Perfect,
And
yep.
so it's,
Don't attack that, Obi.
So really quickly, if
Pulling
you have a look where
top
Mers
or-
is tanking the boss right now.
hang
Oh,
on, I'll
too
get
late.
this one.
Yeah, look, just
Can I
let
go to
me
innovate
taunt
on
him.
him? I need mana to mind control.
Don't worry for a sec. Just, I mean, learn the controls, but that's all that matters. Just look where I'm tanking now. This is where you'll basically tank them when you mind controlled them. So the healers can heal the ad, but they're out of line of sight because he does a disrupting shout that will kill mana
And I'm pretty
users.
sure the rest of the raid just stands here for the line of sight for the disrupting shout.
Yeah. Just
I'm pretty sure it's on where I'm being hit by this knight.
You
Unless
just sort of want to be around
Wanna
here,
just
man. Just to the left. Of
Pop a target on
Yeah,
yourself.
I can't see what
Mers.
you're
I don't know if
yeah.
I have
Where's
to
Mez standing?
I'm getting hit by the Death Knight understudy in the group of people. So I'm pretty sure range should stand here if they can be in line of sight, and then they just lost here for
exactly.
the demo shout.
Okay.
The healers shouldn't have to lost, but all of the range.
I just
should.
mind control one of those knights.
Yeah,
One of the
Yep,
ones
it's
that
so
gonna
you mind
taunt
control
and a
them,
shield
they'll
wall.
Yep. So you shield wall first, then you taunt. If you taunt and then shield wall, he'll
Everyone
die.
to die, yeah.
So the important thing here for the priests is you've actually got to mind control it before the other one's finished.
Yeah.
Get them into position. Like the tanks actually should be the ones getting it into position, or close to in position. You mind control it, shield wall, taunt, done. But the important thing is you've got to do it before one of them basically their shield wall runs out. Because if you don't, then someone's going to die basically.
It's also important not to sunder them or do anything kind of fury fire them or anything
Yeah.
even remotely weird because you don't want to do anything to minimize their armor.
Yeah, they're our tanks for this fight.
So
Alright.
after their mind control, they're immune to mind control for some time.
They
Yeah,
go
they
mind
get a
control.
debuff.
They go immune for like 45 seconds.
If you have a look at that, well, he's just dead now. If you have a look at them, they get a debuff called mind exhaustion, which means
Yeah.
they can't be done.
Can I have like mana regen or something, Necro?
But it's just so
I
big.
gave you one before, but I think it works properly with the spell.
It's like permanent innovate, I think, or something like that.
These things all have different abilities. Some of them like do a cleave, some of them do like an AoE, some of them just hurt quite a lot. Again, we'll just have to pull these right back so that we don't get multiple packs. I remember these being quite brutal. But
I remember these.
Me too.
Cool. Very
we might have had them in Karazhan or something similar
They
to.
did.
Yeah, I think they did. Fuck, this is bringing back some memories.
I feel so sad whenever we kill horses.
They're dead already, if that makes it feel
True.
any better.
Actually, kind of does.
Yeah.
Don't cry for them. They're already dead.
Okay, so this one's pretty much not really even worth talking about.
No,
all of
it's
the
like
range
AC
and
shit.
healers will be on left. All of the melee will be on right. It's probably going to be more like fucking what's his name's room? Start of BWL. What's that
Razors.
guy's name? Fuck.
Razor Gore.
Yeah, Razor's room. We just have to DPS down ads. You can basically stun and CC a lot of them.
Just kill priors
but-
and then that's about it, right?
But yeah, there'll be a kill prio, and it used to be that you had to go easy on the ranged caster side, because if every time you kill one on the range side, it spawns one on the melee side, and your melee side could get overwhelmed. But with our melee stack, I don't think it'll be a problem. And then the boss, I don't really know what he does. I don't think it really matters.
He's got like 300k health or 400k health. It's
Yeah,
tiny.
no, I mean, again, it's kind of like Razor Gore. If you've killed the ads, then the fight's done.
I think he'll probably die before Melee even get it. He won't TP, so Melee only can attack him at 30%. I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. I hope we got someone on the melee side who can just kill stuff, like with kill commands.
Can we kill Gothic from here or no?
I don't want to, because if we do and it bugs it out, we might not be able to spawn KT and Saffron.
Can I get a teleport?
A lot of fucking fearing.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, I think we're probably in the wrong room bit.
Which side are we supposed to?
So
We're supposed to be on both, so
We're
the-
on right
the-
side.
Oh, okay. I see now.
so some healers will be on each side, obviously, and a couple of tanks will be on each side, but mostly it'll just be
casters left, healers right.
caster or
Oh,
DPS.
casters melee right, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
God, I really wish we'd cleared this one out before we got everyone.
And this spectral trainee's bugged out on your side. The back behind the gate.
What was that big laser beam thing that just happened?
Oh, well, every time one dies, it's basically the mob being transported across, or an equivalent mob being transported across.
Dead
Oh,
version of
good.
it.
But yeah, I mean, none of the guides I've seen suggest that this is even remotely difficult, particularly now
Should be.
with, like the DPS of modern raids. It's
This
So you can see where it's going to spawn based on where the little doofer
Where
goes.
the flying spirit thing is going.
this boss is actually a madman. It's floating above the arena.
It's even put there because he's been misbehaving, or at least talking trash to Pegasus.
Oh, you can see Gothic up there. Yeah, okay. He's like watching over like the Rend Gauntlet.
Yeah, I'm sure this one, I remember this one feeling a lot tougher than I think it's going to be, just because raids now have way more DPS. So I think this one's going to be a joke.
And we have like 5 people here. 25.
But it's also going to be a great waste of our world buffs as we wait for everything to spawn.
Yeah, well, I
So
mean,
this
you
is
have to kill a certain amount of stuff before he moves on.
Yeah.
This is
And,
the
yeah, you-
second boss or third boss in this
Time-
week?
Isn't it timed? It's 90 seconds, right?
Yeah, it's timed. The ones that spawn on the melee side are not timed. They're based on how quick we kill them on the range side. But the ones on the range side are definitely timed, so yeah, you can't speed it up.
If we're going to do this in 2 goes, is there value to clearing parts of wings so that you have
don't
world buffs
think so,
world buffs for the red bosses?
I think you generally just go A-bomb first, because it's the highest DPS requirement.
My memory is that the trash respawns in this place.
Yeah.
I could be wrong, but I suspect we probably will just try to keep things moving. The only thing I can think of is if certain fights prove to be difficult without world buffs, like if Patchwork hits too hard for the off tanks without all those stand buffs and stuff. We might end up leaving that and coming back when we've got full world buffs,
Ooh.
but we'll probably just try and power through.
That thing that the Spectral Riders do is pretty unpleasant.
Well, there's mechanics and kill orders you have to do for this still, but there we go.
There you go.
There's big boy.
Gate will open at 30%.
Does the boss have any mechanics at all?
Not that I can recall. Like, he does this teleport and tank has to pick him up.
Oh, he's got a
He teleports again and then we all get to converge at some point. But
a stacking
He's
debuff
casting
that
something.
increases all stats by 10%.
oh, that's right, yeah. So as long as you kill him quick, it's not an issue. But I think, you know, like I saw the numbers and it's just going to be incredibly easy.
Get him, boys.
The fuck?
You're a snake.
Hey, it's rude. Don't call me fucking snake.
Alright, we're going to have to keep this moving, so I'm just going to kill all the trash.
What else do I have in here? What's in my big bag of tricks I got?
Oh, we're going to 4 horsemen, right?
Root anyone forever. I think that'd be a good witch, actually.
You can skip down here.
I'll show you my cool pants, Juice.
On live, we can skip down here, where I am on the right.
Hope they stay alive long enough for me to.
Where did that actually skip to?
Well, we want trash.
So like here, see where I am here. Would like, do we want to spend like 16 hours in here killing every single piece of trash? I don't think it's really worth it.
Jesus Christ, Nick.
Alright, so if we all head down... Oh wait, actually I'll just let me go. So please don't go in.
Oh no.
Oh my god.
Hell yeah.
Would the boss also reset on
Oh,
that,
this is
actually?
awesome, dude.
I thought this was the reset.
Let's
Can we turn
back
off?
up a bit and see if they... Yeah, they've changed back. Okay.
Don't turn it off, leave it on. Oh.
So, really quickly,
Do we need to read this?
I don't know where all these ads have come from.
Just trash pack.
But the
I love outrunning shadow bolts.
Yeah, you can outrun the spell, yeah.
Yeah, look at this. I got 2.
I'm back at the start if we need to teleport everyone back to the start.
no, it should be good. They've reset, I think.
Can you turn off the speed thing?
No.
Oh no.
So, really quickly, basically you're going to get an off tank in each of the 4 corners. You're going to be assigned a group if you're a healer, 1, 2, or 3. You're going to be assigned an initial tank to heal or an initial corner to go to. And basically, you're just going to switch as a healer, one round to the right, I think you go normally, on your number. So on the first mark going out, group 1 will switch. On the second mark going out, group 2 will switch. On the third mark going out, group 3 will switch. So there should always be 2 healers in every single corner. And you just basically rotate right around the room. For the oh shit, we've pulled more. Where do they keep coming from?
You see how you
No,
can
that was
sneak-
me.
You see how you can sneak up on them?
Yeah. If you have a look where people are now, you can basically, if you stay out of line of sight, you go right hard against the wall, stay out of line of sight, you can get close. So that's useful for the tanks that are going to go on the far corners of the groups with them. But really quickly, and we should probably, I don't know if it's worth actually going through and assigning everyone a group, but
Not yet. We need everyone here.
yeah.
I think just talking about the general principles of the fight, I'll repack.
There are some pretty good videos on this as well. That'd be really
Yeah.
good for people to
But-
watch. And it'll
But yeah,
explain it
really
perfectly.
simply, if everyone, actually I'll just put GM mode on so nothing aggroes to me. So we're going to tank 1 here, and the DPS, can someone pop a mark on me? Oh, here we go. So the DPS are going to start on the 2 in these 2 corners. So we're going to have the 2 fire ones in this corner and in this corner. And basically these are the first 2 that we DPS. So all of the DPS will be focusing on them. They'll move out when they get 3 marks, stand in the safe spot, and then move back in on the other side. And just rinse and repeat until the first 2 are dead. So the DPS have a pretty simple job as well.
That's
Tanks.
Thane is first, right?
Either or.
Yes, it's more brain.
Oh,
Oh, fuck. What?
Opie's pulled.
Can we
GK.
reset it or?
Nah,
It doesn't really matter.
doesn't really matter.
This is
I
one of
didn't
those
think I
ones.
was in sight.
It's one of those ones that people just got to watch the and understand the boss.
This is resettable on live, by the way.
You run out, right?
But only if you do something. So the only other thing is, so basically everyone's going to have a rotation. We're going to have an add-on. It should tell you pretty definitively when you move. We'll just assign you a group. But each of the 4 horsemen has a unique ability that everyone has to know about. So Morgraine just does, he's the one that does the dot, or is he the one that does the meteor? I can't remember. Yeah,
No,
he does the dot. He does.
Thane does the meteor.
So the meteor is exactly the same as the meteor in AQ40. So it's really important if you're in on Thane that you know when the meteor is coming out, and you don't exit or enter when it's about to when the meteor is about to hit. So you've got to stay stacked up in groups. Melee obviously on the tank, ranged and healers stack on each other. Wait for the meteor to go off, then move. So that's pretty simple. Morgraine just does a shitload of damage. He puts a Righteous Fire dot on the tank. It's kind of similar to Ragnaros's dot, so the healers healing that tank just need to be on the ball and just pump heals. They shield wall at 75% and 25%, so we can't just insta-zerg them down. We'll have to kind of...
You want to turn this off me?
At 75, we could probably knock them down to 25 or something like that, right?
Yeah, I mean, we'll get them down quite quick, but basically just don't blow cooldowns while they're, just before the shield wall is going to come up. If you turn up to 1 and his shield wall, he's at 30% and his shield wall's about to turn on, don't blow cooldowns. Just wait.
And what's the max stacks before swapping?
3. You want to leave on 3, you'll be able to survive 4 or 5 as a tank, no problems, but you don't want to be in there.
I got 10 at the moment, and it's ticking for 10,000.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I've got 8, and it's only ticking for...
Streams I've watched take 3 maximum, 4 if it's horrible.
4 basically if something goes wrong. But one thing that you've got to know is for healers in particular, you can't leave if you're the only healer there. So your mark might come up and it might be at 4 stacks you're supposed to move, but if you're the only other healer there, you've got to call out to whoever's supposed to be coming and relieving you and saying, where the fuck are you? Because it's obviously a problem. So I'll kill that guy. So once the first 2 are dead, it gets increasingly simple. They still put marks out, but instead we basically just, all the DPS rotate between the 2 that are alive. The only exception is that the melee do not go in on Sir Zalek, because he does a holy fire similar to that ZG boss, the second one, third one. So basically, if you're healing or DPSing on him, you stay at absolute max range, and even then probably don't stand next to too many other people. And Lady Blamu is slightly different. She drops Void Zone, so the tank will actually be constantly moving her around, because she'll drop a Void Zone and you can't really see it before it's being dropped. So if you keep moving, she'll basically cast where you were or where the tank was, and you won't get hit by it. But obviously all of the range need to be careful and need to move. That's pretty much it. So the important thing is really going to be just that everyone knows their rotation. We'll probably have to post something with a bit more detail on our exact rotation once we've got it. But yeah.
I'm scared.
Yeah, this one's a pretty easy fight once everyone knows exactly what they're doing, but it's shouldn't be made a lot easier with the add-on, because it's basically you're gonna be assigned a group and you're gonna get told at every point where to move. What we'll probably have to do is, when we've got 40 of us in the raid, maybe at a point where we don't have world buffs, we'll probably just all stand in a big square somewhere and really quickly just go through the mechanics and just say, right, group 1 move, make sure everyone knows where to move, group 2 move, etc, etc. Alright.
So there's a weak aura.
Yeah, so the weak aura is everyone's going to have to configure it themselves. So we're going to tell everyone what group they're in, or at least what mark to move on. And it will tell you when to move. What it won't do is it won't tell you where to move. So you're going to have to know where to move. So for healers, it's easy. You just kind of go around the room clockwise. For DPS, it's pretty easy. You just swap between the 2 targets you're DPSing. And for tanks, it's pretty much the same thing. You're swapping between the two targets you're tanking. Probably the only other thing that needs to be mentioned is that there's every time a mark goes out, it actually reduces threat globally on everyone. So threat can be a little bit funky. So just got to be a little bit careful and keep an eye on the threat meter. Oh, nice! You ported us. Can anyone shrink me back to normal size? Can't remember how.
Some of me know didn't do it.
God damn. It's a big ball.
Cheers, beers.
Right, we're not going to look at any of this trash again.
Come on, you fucking gargoyles.
You run from them when they do that, right?
I think that those gargoyles will be the same ones where basically they respawn health if you don't kill them quick enough.
I have this weird trigger memory of them that text coming up and something happening, needing to do something very quickly.
Killing them is key because they'll regen all of their health as soon as if you don't kill them by the time they cast that ability. This guy's pretty straightforward. Decurse. It's probably the main thing to remember.
Some skellies or something? I can't remember.
Yeah, there'll be some skellies spawning in each of the corners. We'll kind of tank him. We'll periodically he'll do like a blink and he'll drop threat and he'll slow everyone in the raid. So a tank has to pick him up and etc. etc. But yeah, he basically as long as you decurse, I believe this fight's pretty much a nice easy win. So there's the Plague Warriors, so they don't hit super hard, so we'll have tanks and heavy mid gear. You can switch DPS onto them. I suspect we could probably just tank them while we DPS down the boss. We'll probably only switch to the Warriors if they're starting to overwhelm the raid. But yeah, the main thing is decursing.
Cripple's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's the problem, right? Is he'll blink, drop threat, and he will have crippled the tank. So we'll probably get all of the range to stack, so that and have a tank in the range to have a tank in the melee. So if he blinks, someone can pick him up.
He's tauntable?
Oh, I think he is, but either way he drops threat.
Right.
So.
Okay, good stuff.
So this is when you can get on the side, eh?
What's
you
that,
can
sorry?
get on the side here rather than having to fight your way through, right?
Get down.
Yeah, you do, yeah.
around the
Yeah,
edges,
just gotta run hard up against this wall.
I remember this.
Is anyone logging?
Just another gaunt.
Mers, get logs running.
Live vlogs, mate.
Let's go on, bro.
Oh yeah, true. Fuck.
Okay, so the Hagen dance is pretty straightforward. You're running backwards and forwards, so there's two stages to it. The first stage is basically can no one go in the room, just because it will start the fight, and we want to show everyone the positions of where you first tank them, where the first things go off, etc, etc. So if you're ranged healers, you'll run onto the platform where he's standing right now. If you're melee, you will basically just follow the tank and all group up. So there's two phases. The first phase is it moves very slowly. You basically just run very slowly between the four sections. There's one safe zone. There's three zones that will basically one-shot you. The main thing is, well, not one-shot you, but the main thing is everyone wants to have a nature protection potion up because it'll allow you to fuck up once and not die. And basically, I mean, we should have a target on the main tank, and everyone just should be following them. But it's important to know two things. One, where to stand when he resets, and 2, it's important to know when he's about to reset, when to actually run back to the first point that we start at. So I'll call those things out as we go. So let's just start going in.
Oh, lag.
So this is where we'd tank him for the first one, and we'd wait, and it's taking surprisingly a long time. There we go. There's the first one. We'd move across to the second spot. You've got a reasonable amount of time when it's in this phase. You don't have to be super quick. That fast. So we'd move them again. Now, the only other thing that's going to be happening as all this happens is people will get teleported into a corridor. So if you get teleported into the corridor, you want to kill the little eyes that do a mind flay, because they will slow you. But apart from that, you just want to run out as quickly as you can. But don't come out into the room until you know where it's going to be. So don't just run straight out and get one shot by the splash. Wait until you know where, what phase it is and where it's about to hit, and either run to the platform, particularly if you're ranged, or just run in if you think you can get there safely. So there's a good chance we'll actually just kill him before we have to do more than one dance, I suspect, but probably depends on how many people die.
Get ready to move down.
So this is the second one. So basically we go to position 2. Position 2 will go, oops, sorry, I went a bit early. We go to position 3. Oh, we don't go to position 3, sorry, my bad. Position 2, you go straight back to position 1.
Emerald deed.
Yeah.
And then 2.
And this is
keep
basically
running to
dance. And it all happens at a much faster pace. So if you get caught too far back, you're probably going to die.
The idea is to dance closer to the platform, I think, because that way there's less room to move. Like it's, if you're further out, you've got to run further.
Find a middle
I mean,
ground.
probably if you're a bit behind, but to be honest, I find it's quite easy to just run almost at full pace, with a slight pause, and then and so then we go straight back to position 1. And so those are the two important things. Is after he does the kind of second one is when he goes up onto the platform, so you've got to be ready to run in position 1. And then after we've stopped the fast dance, again on the second section we go back to the first position. So it's simple, but the problem is if you don't know exactly where to be and exactly what to do at each stage, you're liable to just get one shot and you lose too many people and it gets harder and harder.
We have to keep him far enough away from the balcony so that he doesn't manage everyone else, right?
But only the tank needs to know that. They'll be the one positioning that, but obviously the range would have to call out if they think it's too close and they're getting hit with the mana drain and shit.
Is there not a phase where he goes up to his platform and the Malay go with him?
No.
No.
Okay. I'm misremembering.
Basically, no one's allowed to stand on the platform when he goes up on the platform.
Yeah, cool.
Otherwise, everyone could just avoid
When he's there, you Lada's out of there.
But the other thing to note is that the sections for each area are not kind of straight lines. They're a little bit sort of crooked, and you can see based on the marks on the floor. So you just have to be a little bit careful that you don't just get caught out in the wrong spot. And
he does put you to healer hack. You gotta run through.
Alright, cool.
So that was weird. He did it on the third one then. Maybe it goes one further each time. I'm gonna have to watch some videos of people doing it on the.
The problem with that is if people aren't running back to the first position.
Yeah, we probably just have to look at the timers if I'm honest. I'm sure it has timers popping up, but I don't have the timers very prominent on this add-on.
Yeah, that's true. We can definitely rely on
Can you just hurry up, please? I can run. Thanks.
Yeah, I'm here, mate. Fuck, I can't run as fast as you.
Back to 1.
Cool, so that's pretty much his fight, so I might as well just get rid of him now.
Someone kick Obi-Ray for ninja loot. Thanks.
Yeah, bitches.
You worried about this
how
fight,
many-
Ahmed?
How many splinters do I need?
Yes.
Is it 100?
So.
No, it's just 40. I thought it was more.
I think given we have only 4 groups here, you really need to have this in your fingers.
And Lothar.
So if not,
I think having like both a weak aura and an up-to-date deadly boss mod is going to make a massive difference.
Oh yeah,
plus,
sure.
plus we'll be going through it like ad nauseum before we actually do it. So I'm not too stressed. Oh no.
all right. So the Lothab is obviously the 2 things that are most important are the healing rotation. So again, I think add-ons are going to make this a lot easier. But basically, you can only heal once every 1 minute. We'll have an order for the healers. You'll basically heal, and then the add-on should tell the next person in line to heal, and then they wait as a reasonable amount of time. I think you don't want to go like too long. Even if the tank takes a bunch of dodges, throw out your biggest heal, and then it will pass on to the next person. All the healers can be doing some DPS. Just make sure you don't accidentally heal someone in between, because if you do,